out your time from your busy
Hello,
schedule to be here
Biafrans,
today.
lovers of freedom
And
all over the
you could have
world.
been somewhere else, somewhere in maybe
Join
a
me,
guy event or
join me,
party
my
or
people.
birthday party or wedding or
I
something.
am
But
on
because of the
today
love
for
we
us
were
to
for Biafra,
continue
you are
with the
here today.
evangelism
We
of
thank you
Biafra.
so much
Biafra is
on
our
behalf of our
religion
Prime
and
Minister
we
and the
must
Bregie cabinet
evangelize.
members and the de facto governors
Join me, my
at
wonderful
homeland as
friends,
our
lovers
able
of freedom
angels
all
on
over the
ground.
world.
I'm going
I
to
send
give
my
a closing remark
greetings
for this
to each
program
and every
today.
one of us.
First of all,
We all
I thank everyone
had
here,
a wonderful Sunday
even and
yesterday,
thank you so much
and today
for
being Monday
organizing
is
me
usually
today on behalf of the
our
Otu
home.
and you and your team. We
Wonderful Biafrans.
for what you
We
are
had a very
doing
wonderful day
in
yesterday
making
with
sure
our
that
PM.
the
We
government
have to talk
is
about it and many
we
other things
spread the
that touches
message
and
to the whole world. It is the
Biafra
responsibility of every
coming
single person
on the
on here
2nd
to make
of
sure that
December
we are
2024.
spreading
My people,
language Biafra to the
barely
whole
2 months
world.
to go. Join me,
They
and
don't have
whenever
any
you are
choice
joining,
because how
remember
we
to
are
click like
doing.
button, share,
We
and
thank
the message will
our
go
own
viral.
Omatobie, our
Before I carry on, my
own
people, let
Agumeke
me
by His
thank the Lord.
Excellency Simon Eba.
Almighty God,
I know
merciful
that
Father, I
it's
thank
late
and
in
glorify your
Finland
holy
right
name,
now. The
wonderful
time is
God.
5:05 here, plus
Without you,
7
we
is
are
like
nothing, and with you, we are great. Father,
almost
Lord,
12 midnight
I
or
commit my
well
leader, Mazin
in
Namdekano,
Finland.
into your
So
holy
all
hands,
of
Father,
us
Lord.
here, my corner, if
Please,
you
Lord,
are
release him
awake
for
by
us.
1 a.m. in
Release
your own
Mazi so
time,
that he will
your own
go and
country, where you're going,
look
where you're
after
going to
his health.
be and what you are going to be doing. So
Protect our Prime Minister,
hopefully with that
Eze
in
Abata
mind,
Nobi.
we all believe that it's okay for the PM to
Protect all
get some
Biafrans all over
rest,
the
and we
world.
thank his presence
All this and
today.
more I
We
pray,
thank
O
our
Lord.
media for what they are
Amen.
doing. Our honorable
Eze
Sonia Kanawa,
Charles Chinonso, thank
all the
you for
people that have
joining.
spoken today, our finance minister,
More
all the
Biafrans
ministers,
are
all the Bregie
expected to
cabinet
join
members,
for us to deliberate
247,
on this matter.
555,
My people,
all
Biafra
Biafra
is going to
Unite,
be a great
all of
nation
you, we thank you for what you
that will
are
be
doing to the
declared
nation
on the
every
2nd of
single day.
December in
The
Finland,
language of
just
Biafra
like
is
Charles de Gaulle
exonerating to the whole world.
did so many
How
years
else can
ago
we
when he
let the
was
world know what
in
we are
exile
doing?
in United
All of
Kingdom,
us are fully aware
and
where
Ayatollah
Nigeria
Khomeini
is
when he was
today.
in Saudi
First, we
Arabia,
start
he
with
did the
the
same.
disgrace the
We are
United
not the
Nations
first
has
and we
given
are
to
not going
Biafra
to
by
be the
giving only
last.
3 votes to
So, my
President
people,
Tinubu
Biafra
and
is our
Shetima in the United
priority.
Nations Congress.
We,
They
is
wanted to
is
be a part of the
nobody,
UN Human
nothing
Rights Commission.
compares to
And only 3
freedom.
people voted for
Freedom is
Tinubu
one
and
thing that
Shetima.
is
That's
not
a
given,
big disgrace
but
that
it
the
is
whole
taken.
Nigerian, indigenous
It
Nigerians,
also happened
are winning
in the
over
Bible
the
during
terrorist
the
state of
time of John the
Nigeria,
Baptist.
headed by
It said that
President
the kingdom of
Tinubu,
heaven
Shetima,
suffereth violence, and the
Musa
men of
Musa,
violence
and
taketh it by
some of
force.
the
So
Nigerian
nobody will give
politicians,
us this
including
Biafra
Hope
except
Uzodinma.
we
You should be
Biafrans.
ashamed of
We have to
yourself
give
that
it
in
to
the United
ourselves, my
Nations, you only
people.
got 3
No
votes.
going back.
They say no more Botswana,
Come
my
and join
Uganda,
what
my
we are
Ghana.
doing. If you are still
People,
watching,
Somalia,
waiting for
countries
Nigeria
before
to be good,
that has
Nigeria
no
can never be
place
good, my
in the world
people.
are they having
Recently,
180 something votes,
Nigerians
170
went to
something votes, and then all
United
Nigeria, people don't
Nations
want
Human Rights
superpower of West Africa getting
Congress.
only 3 votes in the
Believe you
United
me,
Nations
many African
vote
countries
for
vied
Human
for a
Rights Commission.
post
So that shows the
and they
world,
voted.
that shows every single
They
person
got
here
100 and
that
something
Nigeria
votes
is
each.
a failed state. We are the only one holding
Even
ourselves.
Botswana,
Nigeria
that
is
is one
gone
of the
and it's gone
smallest countries
forever.
in Africa,
Nothing,
they
nothing
had
will
a
revive
vote
Nigeria
higher
anymore.
than
That name,
Nigeria,
actually,
the
within the
zoo.
next couple of years,
Ghana
is going
had
to go
a
into
very
the trash
massive
can
vote.
of the country saying we're going to be
Guess
full.
what
And
the
Nigeria,
zoo got? The zoo got only 3 nations, only 3 countries
like our
voted
PM
for
says,
Nigeria.
we are
Nigeria
against
is a failed state.
Nigerian government,
So if you are a
not
Biafran,
individuals.
you are still waiting
That
for
you are
Nigeria to become
supporting
good.
Nigerian government
You
in
are
any way,
hitting a tipper
either
with
in the
wet
Nigerian
sand.
army, Nigerian
In a
police,
kind of
Nigerian
tipper
security,
mini,
Nigerian
it will never
immigration.
work.
The DM has said today,
Nigeria has
we are
grounded
not
to a
against
halt.
you.
So join what we are doing, my people.
representing
Time
Nigerian
has
government
come
in Biafra land,
for us to
you
come
are
together,
going to pay the price.
work out
And
how
you're going to
our
pay the
own nation
ultimate
will
price
be
for
when it
supporting a
finally comes.
terrorist government.
So my
that is
people,
in Biafra land.
yesterday,
These are terrorists that kill
some of our
people,
brothers and
made
sisters
our people, burn our
who
houses,
invited
burn
our
our
PM
businesses, burn our
in what they are
homes
doing.
in
Hello,
Biafra
Peter.
territory.
Good
If
evening.
you are one of
Thank you
them,
for joining.
you
Today,
have yourself to blame. And
so
our Biafra Prime
yesterday,
Minister
the
have
group called
extended
Otu
the olive
Ezinuno
arm to
invited
all of you,
our PM.
all
You
Biafrans
could
serving
see the
in the
picture on
Nigerian terrorist government.
the screen.
Our PM have told you
Hello,
to
Landry.
leave, and
Leko.
as we are
Thank
going
you.
on today, we have sent
So,
out a phone number to call.
my people,
If you are a
whenever we gather together, we turn our gathering into fundraising.
has given you the
You won't
last
believe
chance.
what
Call
went on
that
yesterday.
number
Massively,
and come home and defend your
the people from homeland
defend your motherland.
contributed
Nigeria
something million
is
naira
a failed state.
to be
Biafra
changed
land
into
has no
a
prison.
gemma.
Biafra land, they will
Now, money started pouring in to tell you that Biafrans have
so
now
you have a
decided
choice to call that number,
wholly and entirely
leave the Nigerian
to go
terrorist
ahead
state, whom
about
United Nations
our
there are
exit.
only 3 votes, showing
How many
everybody
people
that
are in the
Nigeria
government?
is a
How many?
is a failed state.
How many of them?
So,
even our PM advertised where the Odudu ones
Nigerian military uniform,
we are going to Downing Street to petition the British government about their exit, their intended exit.
We have no jail.
And the pertinent question that any person would ask is, what was Nigeria before 1960? Before 1960, I heard from my own father that the Yorubas have their embassy, they have their everything. The people of Igbo land or Biafrans had all the embassies in Enugu, everything, premium breweries, Alumako factory, Kalagu cement industry, Kalagu rice mill industries, so many industries. The Eleme refinery was working, but now the zoo, the product of Osman Danfodio,
we are the one
became,
holding ourselves to take our
and
back.
my people,
Because
what they did was to move all those things away,
to clear them and
send them to the north.
Different regions.
Finally,
From the
Babangida
Biafran government,
told the
from
last
Biafran
morning
territory to the Oduduwas, to the
and
Middle Belt, to the
developed
Arawas.
Abuja in Lokoja.
It is time for
Abuja
us
is
to
in
stand
Lokoja,
up right now
Plateau State,
and
or
claim our
Benue
land
State,
from these
not
terrorists
in North.
that are killing our
But they
people,
are
killing the
claiming
Christians,
everything.
and burying them in mass graves.
My people,
They
for
are
how
too little.
long
Like
are
I
we
said,
going to
one
live
of
like
them,
this?
they're only 1%.
How long?
And we are 99. Dude.
They will do the worst thing by converting your brothers in politics.
Now,
My
friends,
brothers,
we have
our
heard
brothers in
from
politics,
the COS,
they use
Dr.
them against us
Bregie.
simply
Let's
because
keep going.
they have a
All hail
serious and
Biafra.
powerful agenda to Islamize the whole world. But they will do that in other countries, not in Biafra land. Not in Biafra land. You all know that Turkey, even when our Lord Jesus Christ was on this planet, that he went to Turkey, he went to Syria, he went to all these places, went to India as well. But my people, you know what? They don't want any Christian country to remain. They don't. And that is what they are doing. I have all the videos here about people, human rights union and groups that were making this report, and it is everywhere now. As they went to UN fighting for a seat to be elected, they got only 3 votes. Can't you see that the whole world have unanimously failed Nigeria, and Nigeria becomes a failed state? Let us listen to this very program. So now, let me go to the video section and go this. Wonderful Biafrans, this is a very serious task and it must be done. It's a very, very serious task. Given a new name, new title called Eze Abata Nobi. My people, he was there. Everything he said, he spoke in our dialect. And that was fantastic. However, our COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, was there. My people, let's listen to her word of encouragement and we take it from there. All hail Biafra.
Event. You took out your time from your busy schedule to be here today. And you could have been somewhere else, somewhere not having a guy event or party or birthday party or wedding or something. But because of the love we went for Biafra, you are here today. We thank you so much on behalf of our Prime Minister and the Bregie and the de facto governor at Homeland and our able angels on ground. I'm going to give a closing remark for this program today. First of all, I thank everyone here. Thank you so much for organizing the today on behalf of the Otu Ezinuno, and you and your team will for what you are doing in making sure that the government is we spread the message to the whole world. It is a role of every single person not here to make sure that we are spreading language Biafra to the whole world. They don't have any choice because how go what we are doing our own agriculture by His Excellency Simon Eba. I know that it's late in Finland right now. The time is 5:05 here, plus 7 is like almost of midnight or 1 in Finland. So all of us here, my corner, if you are away in the country where you're going to be and women, so hopefully with that in mind, we all believe that it's okay for the PM to get some rest, and we thank his presence today. We thank our media for what they are doing. Our honorable all the people that have spoken today, our finance minister, all the ministers, all the Bregie cabinet members, 247, 555, unite, all of you. We thank you for what you are doing to make sure every single day the language of Biafra is exonerating to the whole world. How else can we let the world know what we are fully aware where Nigeria is today? First, we start with the disgrace the United Nations has given to.
Hello, Great the Great. Thank you for joining us. Our PM was crowned yesterday with a wonderful title. I am getting to that, but let's listen to our CDS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze.
to Biafra by giving only 3 votes to President Tinubu and Shetima in the United Nations Congress. They wanted to be a part of the UN Human Rights Commission. And only 3 people voted for Tinubu and Shetima. That's a big disgrace that the whole Nigerian, indigenous Nigerians, are winning over the terrorist state of Nigeria, headed by President Tinubu, Shetima, Christopher Musa, and some of the Nigerian politicians, including Hobu Zadema. You should be ashamed of yourself that in the United Nations, you only got 3 votes. They say, no, my Botswana, my Uganda, my Ghana, people, Somalia, countries before that has no place in the world are having 180-something votes, 170-something votes, and then all Nigeria, superpower of West Africa, are getting only 3 votes in the United Nations voting for Human Rights Commission. So that shows the world, that shows every single person here that Nigeria is a failed state. We are the only one holding ourselves. Nigeria is gone, and it's gone forever. Nothing revive Nigeria anymore. That name, actually, within the next couple of years, is going to go into the trash can of the countries that we're going to be for. And Nigeria is everybody here, again, like our PM says, we are against Nigerian government, not individuals. I would name that you are supporting Nigerian government in any way, either in the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian security, Nigerian immigration. The PM has said today, we are not against you. But if you wear the Nigerian uniform, representing Nigerian government in Biafra land, you are going to pay the price. And you're going to pay the ultimate price for supporting a terrorist that is in Biafra land. These are terrorists that kill our people, maim our people, burn our houses, burn our homes in Biafra territory. If you are one of them, you have yourself to blame. And our Biafra Prime Minister have extended the olive arm to all of you.
My people, I hope you understand what she is talking about. She is talking about those one Nigerianists who are still serving the military in the Zoo Nation. You know that before Onyendu was abducted, Onyendu echoed what she is repeating now. Onyendu told all those Biafran soldiers and Biafran police to convert to then ESN. That time when Onyendu was there, it was ESN. Hello, Diane. Wow, it happened yesterday at Downing Street. Your people are really waking up. I saw Sunday Igboho and Koiki. They were there live. And PM said we should go and support them. So my people, what our COS is saying, our Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, whose picture you can see here, what she was reminding us is that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, was still with us before his rude abduction by Nigerians, he said to those Biafran soldiers and Biafran police that it is better off for you to remove your uniform for Nigerian army and join Biafra. He even promised that he will double their salaries. But some of them were still sticking around, thinking that Nigeria, there's anything left in Nigeria. Nothing is left. As I have said, Nigeria sent Shetima last week to go to United Nations to represent Nigeria. while Tinubu was in London on holiday. The kind of life they are living. Hello, Zomo Bona, thank you. Good work, keep it up. God will bless you and bless all of us. Thank you so much. Thank you, my people. We are wonderful people. These people from Sahel came, as Chinua Achebe said it, that when the white man came to Africa, it was like a knife at the middle of the cake. They broke us into pieces and our center no longer hold. And we were no longer at things, and things started falling apart. So as I was saying, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, told all these people that our COS is talking about. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them to leave Nigeria because Nigeria is no more, to join Biafra. And they are still there. So she is saying that we have no detention camp. Ebe a na-edobe ndị ejidere ejide, na-ejidekwa gị na-enakwa. So remember, let's listen to her.
You, all Biafrans serving in the Nigerian terrorist government, our PM have told you to leave. And as we are going on today, we have sent out a phone number to call. If you are a Biafran serving in the terrorist government, our Prime Minister has given you the last chance. Call that number and come home and defend your own territory, defend your motherland. Nigeria is a failed state. Biafra land has no prison. Biafra land, if you are caught, sorry is your name. So you have a choice to call that number, leave the Nigerian terrorist state, whom United Nations need only 3 votes, showing everybody that Nigeria is a forgotten, is a failed state. Exactly. So if you are wearing any Nigerian uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian security uniform, sorry is your name. We have no prison, we have no jail. If you are caught inside Biafra land, you are gone. Thank you so much. Again, I'm not that has shown that Nigeria is a failed state. Biafra is coming on 2nd December. We have 5 days in Finland, starting from November 29th to December the 3rd. Everybody is welcome in Finland. We are going to redeclare Biafra. Our freedom is in our hands. Nobody is holding us. All the indigenous Nigerians, all the houses, all the middle belt, all the Biafrans, all the Southside people, we are the one holding ourselves. Ask yourself, how many politicians on Ekahadi? There are less than 1/100. We are the one holding ourselves to take our land, because how can we go Nigeria into a terrorist state?
Yes, my people, our COS is very correct. How many are the numbers of these politicians that are holding us captives for so many years? Because our enemies from Sahel, they know it very well that if they come down by themselves, we will not listen to them and they will not get out of it. So what they did was to use our brothers and sisters in politics. It's like a condition for you to be one of the politicians. Yes. Okay. My brother Great the Great said that Tinubu is in London bedridden, not just on ordinary vacation, but was there on medical checkup, just like their normal routine. You see, the problem is this: our people don't realize that the white man They are very smart people. When they are born, the way they start teaching their children things is like when someone is talking to an adult. They teach their children from childhood. They will be teaching them what adults in Africa don't know. I'm telling you the truth because I had my child here. They will be teaching them, and they will know when they look at you, when you are talking, they are looking at you. They will be looking at you, both your body language and what you are saying. How can a president of a country leave his own country to go and get medical treatment, an oil producing country for that matter? They will be looking at each other, and you will be there. They will be talking with their eyes, watching you from head to toe. How can? How can? And the land at the airport where he will anchor his Nigerian government private jet will be paying like 20 or 10,000 pounds an hour. Not by day, oh. They count it hourly. And if he's going to be here for 2 weeks, count it and know how many billions that you would have used to start up a hospital to treat your own people. Aigbe Philip, you are welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Biafra is definitely our religion. We have to evangelize and make our people understand that this modus operandi, it has been there for us to take advantage of their system, their method of operation, and follow them that way. That modus of operandi of using dagger and using gun to buy people. Hello, my wonderful sis. How are you? I hope you had a nice weekend. Their modus operandi of using dagger to dagger people, using gun to buy people, it is now in our hands. And they go change go. So my people, what our COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, is here telling us, they are all correct. How many are these politicians? She said here that we are the ones holding ourselves. The time has come for us to take our freedom by force. So let's continue to listen to her. How many are these politicians? How many are they? If you check our number that have voted now 50 million plus, then you will know that those who haven't even voted, if they are counted, we are more than 70 million. The governors, if there are many, or the politicians in totality, they will be 1 million out of 70 million. And they are pressing us down for our enemies to march on our heads. We can't allow that. That's what the COS, Dr. Orabueze, is telling us here. Let's continue to listen. Yesterday's program with Otu Ezinuno.
The minister has given you the last chance. Call that number and come home and defend your own territory, defend your motherland. Nigeria is a failed state. Biafra land has no prison. Biafra land, if you are caught, sorry is your name. So you have a choice to call that number, leave the Nigerian terrorist state, whom United Nations need only 3 votes, showing everybody that Nigeria is a forgotten, is a failed state. Exactly. So if you are wearing any Nigerian uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian security uniform, sorry is your name. We have no prison. We have no jail. If you are caught inside Biafra land, you are gone. Thank you so much. Again, I'm not going to go into DNA that has shown that Nigeria is a first state. Biafra is coming. We have 5 days in Finland, starting from November 29th to December the 3rd. Everybody is welcome in Finland. We are going to redeclare Biafra. Our freedom is in our hands. Nobody is holding us. All the indigenous Nigerians, all the Hausas, all the Middle Belt, all the Yorubas, all the Biafrans, all the Southside people, we are the one holding ourselves. Ask yourself, how many politicians on Nekahadi? There are less than 1/100. We are the one holding ourselves to take our land back. Because how can we go Nigeria into a terrorist state? It is our responsibility to clear them and to clear our different regions. From the Biafra government, from the Biafra territory to the Oduduwas, to the Middle Belt, to the Arawas. It is time for us to stand up right now and claim our land from these terrorists that are killing our people, killing the Christians, and burying them in mass graves. Yeah. They are too little. Like I said, one of them, they're only 1%, and we are 99.
Now, dear friends, we have heard from the COS, Dr. Ngozi Rabweze. Let's keep going. All hail Biafra. So, my people, you know, my brother, Great the Great, said while he was there on bed, Nigerians are paying for his private jet parked on the presidential stand worth millions of pounds on daily basis. Yes. Just like British have designed the black man for exploitation, rubbish. That's what our brother said. Then Obiezwe Mike, my brother, good day, my good sister, remain blessed. Victory is ours. Yes. Yes, my people. Hello, Peter, my brother. Thank you so much. Let me tell you people one thing. You know, all along, many people, many of us, especially the politicians, they recycle them there because those are the mumus that Nwabeke will like to be using their brain to continue to colonize us. The one Englishman calls neo-colonialism. Yes, Ejike Samuel, thank you so much. All hail Biafra and almost hail Biafra. Exactly. So, ndị ọcha wee jide ndị agadi nwoke oge anyị nọ primary school. We were hearing their names, this and that, Lukman, Rewan, all this and that. They are still there working. Whereas every university in that country, every semester, you will see people graduating, coming out, going to National Youth Service. All the time they will finish and be jobless. We are so scared. That's why we lasted this long. But trust me that God knows how he does things. Look at our PM. If you remove his dress from his neck and remove that red carpet, is he not more handsome than a woman? But God brought somebody looking like this to be our savior when our leader was abducted. And he's still saving us, still leading us. I know so many people who are in this Biafra struggle who will not lead us the way our PM is leading us. People complain about their character, their conduct, their behavior. But our PM is this kind of man that once he hears your name as a Biafran, no matter what it is, he will like to listen to you. It is the handwork of God. So yesterday, Ada Diorama, the wonderful Ada of Biafra, she organized this Nzuko Ezinuno and invited our PM. So let us hear what the PM said during the time. We have heard our COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Let's listen to what PM said.
Aga m ewere ihe onyonyo a egosiri unu kịta ọ bụrụ okwu m ga-agwa ezinụlọ ka onye ọbụla amalụ n'ihe anyị na ụkwa anyị na-apịtaghị ya mkpụrụ onye ọbụla kwudosie gọọmenti Biafra ike n'azụ maka na ọgụ ahụ anyị na-anụ kemgbe ọ bịawago na njedebe.
Yes.
Nwere onwe ahụ anyị na-achọ kemgbe ọ bịawago na njedebe. Onye amahụ na Biafra enwebego mmeri ịmara onye ahụ enweghị ụbụrụ n'isi. Ihe m na-ekwu kịta bụ na ma ha bịa kịta ịgwagwo unu ihe a na-eme maka ihe niile kwụ ọtọ ka mbara ezi. Ana m ayọ ọbụla na-akwanyebeghị Biafra gọọmenti n'azụ ya na taa ka bụ gịnị bụ.
So my people, for those of you who do not understand what he said, because yesterday was a traditional day where he has to speak in the dialect of the people that invited him. You can see that he's wearing a navy blue Baba Rega with African bead and African red cap. So he was very, very traditional yesterday, speaking in our language. He's telling you what it means in English is that anyone who thinks that what we are doing is not progressing, that the person does not have brain in their head, because everything is standing tall and standing clear, that thing we have been doing is now benefiting us and yielding too many fruits. The dividend of what we have been battling with for so many years is here. 2nd of December this year, which is like in the next month and 2 days, or maybe say 1 month and 3 weeks from now. Today is 14th of October, and it will happen on the 2nd of December in Finland. So my people, he said that what we are doing, taking a very bold shape that even a blind man can see. That's what he is saying. Let's continue to listen to him.
Maka ịtụ aka n'ọnụ mgbe anyị ga-atụ ya aga m endekwa ya n'azụ. Aga m atụ ezigbote aka n'ọnụ na ihe eziri ezi ka ọ bụ maka na abụọ ọsasa anyị nwa bụ ndị isi ga-eme ya emewe ndị niile nwetara onwe ha mere ya maka ndị a na ha apịa aka ọkụ na-apịa aka ọkụ a ga-ama akwụkwọ ha wenye ya aka elu a ga-epecha ha aka ọkụ ha na-apị. So onye ọbụla kịta nwere opportunity ịbịa support nwere onwe anyị nwere onwe anyị nwe ihe niile anyị na-azọ bụ ofu ihe nwere onwe. If you get
Yes, he is saying that those who are really fighting us can no longer go far, because we are now ready to fight them back. We are fighting for nothing but our freedom. We are not warriors. We don't hate anyone. We are not violent people. Biafrans are very liberal-minded group of people. But because, in life, when you are very gentle, you want to respect yourself, people will think that you are a fool. People will think that you are a weakling until they push you to the wall. Then they will get the feel of your strength and energy. That is what is happening between Biafrans and the Zoo Nation. That's what our PM is talking in effect.
Even during the war, even during the time I know of maybe. So, and I'm whenever I naga. No one guys here, naga tea. So, I'm a yo. When you open up, when I see you, not quite any high. Okay, voila.
Yes, our Prime Minister in our language, let me interpret it. He talked about Edwaka Nono. Edwaka Nono is for the saboteurs. It's like a powerful warning to them. Those who are sabotaging what we are doing, we need to go back to our origin. Before the amalgamation in 1914, we have a name. We came from somewhere. We want to go back to our old name, which is Biafra. You can see yesterday, Oduduwans went to 10 Downing Street because Britain was the colonial masters that came and amalgamated the North, the South, and Southeast and Southwest together. And now it is not working. The number of lives that have been, taken away from there since year 2015 that Shetima and Buhari formed Boko Haram, no, you cannot count them. And the way they were acquired is very, very painful. So our PM is saying that those of you who are still sitting on the fence should now join what we are doing, because we have gone far. That even during the war and after, the level we have reached now, we never got there before. So no going back. If you are thinking that this Biafra will dissolve tomorrow, you are just, you are a wasteful thinker. We can never go back. Never is the word. And it is happening and it is showing. That's what he is saying. He said that we are all fighting for the same thing. But I know, as my sister Diane rightfully said, that there are not many genuine Biafrans. She comes in and she greets genuine Biafrans, which is very, very correct, because many of them who are still following the DOS, in Igbo land, they say that Nahabundi Erireri. There are people whose brain has been messed up. How can Onyendu tell us to go and listen to Simon Ekpa, that he is bringing a new dimension to the awareness we are making? He said he is bringing absolutely fantastic job that he is doing. He never said to us, go and listen to DOS. No. Then you will be attacking the same man, which means that all along you have been joking. You are never serious. You don't mean what you say. You will be saying IPOB, IPOB. What does IPOB stand for? IPOB stands for Indigenous People of Biafra. And our PM is fighting for Biafra. So why are you sabotaging? Why are you calling him names? It means that you do not love your leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because in the Bible, Jesus Christ said, if you say that you love me, obey my commandments. So if you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has commanded you to go and listen to Simon Ekpa. You obey his commandments. You cannot be calling Onyendu Onyendu. And Onyendu is now caught by our enemies. Eji Onyendu Nanjo. You don't know the next thing they could do to him. But I will always make my reference to the Bible. When our Lord Jesus Christ was caught, did his disciples go to sleep? They continued. They continued. Though in the Bible, he told them to wait somewhere until they receive the Holy Spirit to empower them. Just like our PM waited until Onyendu wrote a letter and said that he should go and broadcast in Radio Biafra, but they refused. He wrote them again, 11-point letters. They refused. That was the power that Onyendu gave to our PM. And from there, our PM started climbing like joke. And before you know it, our PM has taken us this far. And whenever you see Onyendu in the court, he doesn't look like a weather-beaten man. Our leader in the court is always a bold man that he is, because he knows that someone that he kept somewhere is working on his behalf. So fighting for anything or anybody that is doing what represents Onyendu means you are fake, you are not real. So my people, let us continue to listen to PM.
Yes.
Just the phone move. So I use this opportunity to invite other dialect within the Biafra territory. If you have anything, or if you have a group that you are outside the Igbo speaking group, please just organize yourself and invite me. We will also honor your invitation.
Yes, what our PM said now, Ndi Nasuni Minimi, means people that don't understand our dialect, the Igbo, because Igbo land is one of the states in Biafra land, and we are 40 states. So he is saying that other people from other tribes in Biafra land should organize something like Adadiorama and her group organized, and invite him that he will come. My people, you all know that whenever this type of gathering is made, that it is invariably made for fundraising. As I announced earlier on, the people in homeland contributed 1.something million naira. And there's a lot of donations in Ejemma from other countries, America, Canada, people from Belgium, people from Germany, all over. They came in yesterday and the donation was pouring in because we need it. People are fighting us. And Article 51 of United Nations Charter gives us right to defend ourselves for our freedom and our liberty. We are not fighting anyone. We are only on the defensive side. So my people, this is the progress report of what happened yesterday. Let's listen to PM further.
Honor this one, and it is going to be a holistic thing. So, like Honorable Sonny and Co. Kedem we henga so this Africa by Sonny. Supo. Huh? Supo. Kedu we're going to go for henga so son. Honorable Sonny.
Yeah.
Honorable Sonny, tell me one thing now. Tell me one thing, Council feels.
Yes, you all know our media information minister. He's from Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom is one of the states in Biafra land. And our PM was jokingly asking him, how can he say it to invite other people, you know? Yes. Wow. Oh my God. Look at the number of people. I didn't even see what they were saying. Hello, the great said part of the propaganda against our PM by some criminals in DOS is that he doesn't know how to speak Igbo language. Hope some of them will come up and hear him speaking Igbo language on this Nzuko now. Of course. And my sister Stella said, Bam. Bam means exactly on the point. They are Sunblast and Tobias. Okay, in the Bible. And my sister Julie is also here. Julie said, good evening, great Biafrans. Thank you so much. Wonderful sister. I hope you had a nice weekend. Yes, my sister Stella said they sold Nnamdi. That's why they hate Simon. Exactly. They hate Simon because Simon is doing exactly what their slave masters do not want to see. But unfortunately for them, we are direct descendants of Jacob. And in the Bible, God says, Jacob I love. He loves us. We are the children of God. We are the children of God. Ndị na-akpọ isi anyị na-egbu mmadụ. Where did God tell you to gbuola ndị mmadụ for him? Because both Abraham or Muhammad and Jesus were born after Moses had received that 10 commandments from God. And God said that thou shalt not kill is one of the 10 commandments. So I don't know where they get their own from. Yes, our PM is a core Igbo man from Abakaliki, and he does not hide where he came from. But we all know that their propaganda does not break the skin. So our PM, no matter what they say, his name is Azwanoka. He is not listening to anybody because God brought him and he's doing that wonderful job for which he was appointed by God rightfully.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, this one not enter. Bill, I say this. Which one is another day can come? Eze Abata. With what? Ayada Aferefa. All right. Ayada Aferefa. Thank you, everyone. So now I'm going to take a special lesson. It is allowed by Prime Minister. All right. There we Makana, you know, in this place where we are in Finland, you can't be a president of Finland without speaking Swedish. Yeah. It is one of the requirements for you to be a...
Do you know what our Prime Minister said now? That for you to be a Prime Minister in Finland, you must speak Swedish. You know what that means? because when they left from USSR, Swedish people became their masters. It's like they bought them, Finland, and we are maltreating them. So these people, for you to become their president or their prime minister, you must be Swedish speaking Finlandian man, because you have to understand what they speak in their own language. These countries, they don't speak English. Yes, they don't speak English, so they have their own native dialect and language. All of them. Russia have their own language. Finnish people have their own language. And these Swedish people used to be like their colonial master. So the reason why it was so, from my own understanding, ndị Igbo si n'uche onye adịghị njọ, I'm saying my own mind, is that these people that tortured you before, you must learn their language so that you will be able to hear what they are speaking or what they are saying, in order to know how to rule your people, because those are the people they are scared of. So he's saying it here, meaning that for him to be our prime minister, he's supposed to be hearing Urobo Isoko, Akwa Ibom, Ogoja, Ogep, Itigidi, and all those languages for him to be our prime minister. Hello, Franca. Thank you for joining. Good evening. Dewo, you are welcome.
President of this country, you must speak Swedish. I did not say you have to. It's a must. Yeah. You speak Swedish. But you know what? In Sweden, they don't speak Finnish.
Yeah.
Like they don't care. But here in Finland, it is one of the requirements to be a president of this country. You must speak Swedish. Yeah. So I'm gonna check it.
So he's saying it for his own position and for his own part as the prime minister of Biafra land. You people all know that when Biafra comes, there will be a dissolution of this very segment of government we have in exile now, and there will be politics again in Biafra land of who will be the Biafra prime minister. We already know who our leader is. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As I said in the past, you cannot have your leader being your prime minister. No, because some people always mistake it. Even someone that I addressed one time was saying, why is it that Onyendu is still in prison and Simon made himself the prime minister? No, Onyendu cannot be your leader and your prime minister. In England, they have Queen of England and they have prime minister. Now that Queen is dead, her son Prince Charles became the king, and his prime minister now is a man they call Keir Starmer. You don't expect your leader to be running up and down like the prime minister. No, your prime minister must be one young man that can go to any conference at any time and report. In UK, every Wednesday, the PM goes to the Buckingham Palace to give report to the King or the Queen of England. So that is how it is work. Let us stop behaving like non-entities sometimes. The way we reason, you'll be making yourself like a non-entity before an Oyibo man. Like Tinubu, who is always rushing to France. There's this American hospital in France that he goes to every time. If the whole country that he is ruling will be going abroad for treatment, what will be their exchange reserve? This is it. Like now, Tinubu is in UK for medical treatment. He parked his private jet at Heathrow Airport. Do you know how much they charge him per hour and a day and for 2 weeks? And people are hungry. Instead of using that amount of money, millions, that he will pay for the parking of the aircraft alone. Sometimes we cry that Oyibo man is extorting us. We give them ourselves to be extorted. You can't blame a seller. The only person you blame is the buyer. We are the ones who misplaces our priorities at all times. We Africans, we make ourselves look cheap before the Oyibo man. That's what our PM is saying, that where we are now, nobody can take us back. Nobody. I'm telling you, people, the truth. Nobody can take us back. Because many things that Ojukwu did not do, may he so rest in peace. I love him all the same. And the one that the DOS did not allow Onyendu do, he is doing all of them now, using or taking the advantage of international law to reinstate Biafra. That is it. Charles de Gaulle did it. When Hitler was pursuing the whole Europe, he ran to England in the 1940s and 1950s. He did it. So we are taking advantage of the international law. My people, you know, if not for the war that Musa and Fulanis are bringing to our land, he called it asymmetric war. If not for that war, that Biafra would have been declared a long time ago. But our PM is also taking time to make sure that our people is not in IDP camp. Is it not good for us? So all these things, that he is a prime minister, telling us that in Finland, for you to be the president of Finland, you must learn the language of Sweden. Sweden that used to intimidate and frustrate the Finland people until they fought and gained their independence. That is the same way the Fulanis and the politicians are suppressing us, marginalizing us, taking our mineral resources, not letting us settle down, buying us at the same time upon our mineral resources. This is what our PM is saying. I think he should go and learn all the languages of Fulanese so that he will know how to rule us when the time comes. Because my people, when Biafra comes, there lies ahead of us all those political squabbles, who will be the president of Biafra, this and that. But my people, I know now we have known better. It will all go down smoothly. I pray God.
Everyone, thank you all. Ka anyị fụkwa mbọsị ọzọ. Aga m anọkwa, m ga-anọkwa na background.
Abata bịa dịka bifo anyị kpọọ, o nwere ife nchọrọ ikwu bifo ị na-abụ, o nwere ife nchọrọ ikwu. Abata.
So my people, let's end it here and watch other videos that I have brought here for us to watch and learn from it. Let's watch other videos. I have a video that was talking of who, you know, because my people, we had never stopped talking about the zoo. Let's see what this one contains.
UN Special Rapporteur on extrajudicial summary or arbitrary executions has just ended a 2-week visit to Nigeria. Agnes Callamard has been looking at alleged abuses committed by security forces in the north and south, where a separatist movement has been.
Hello, Chinenye Nwannem Ndewo. Thank you for joining us. This video is talking about, you all know that some time ago, there was a time the Biafra liberation, our angel, caught an Oduduwa guy called Adewale somebody, a corporal. Ndị be anyị ụnụ ma nnọọ igbu ụmụnna anyị ka o so wee bịa ejidie. But our PM sifafe egbunia. They returned him back, and Musa used him as a shield to write to human rights and ICC court that they should see what Biafrans are doing to Nigerians, that we are very inhuman. But this video is talking about what the human rights groups in Nigeria, their findings, and what they reported about Nigeria worldwide. This woman here is not a Biafran. She is not a Nigerian. She is an English lady. Listen to what she said about Nigeria.
Gaining ground. Well, Callamard is warning the Nigerian government to address what she's calling a pressure cooker of violence that is claiming thousands of lives. The report also highlights excessive use of force by police, leading to killings and lack of investigations and prosecutions for those committing human rights abuses. Well, Callamard says she found an absence of accountability for victims. Well, Agnes Callamard joins us live now from Abuja. Agnes, thank you very much for joining us on the programme. That is a pretty long list there. Tell us more about what your visit to Nigeria has uncovered. I noticed the phrase in your press conference earlier, a pressure cooker of violence. So what did you find?
Well, I could not really use any other words than pressure cooker. I have found localized and countrywide patterns of violence that are simmering. And my main concerns with those localized and countrywide systems of violence is that they are now taking place in a context characterized by population explosion, by an increased number of people living in extreme poverty, by the proliferation of weapons coming from throughout the region of West Africa,
you see,
and by the environment.
Have you seen how Nigeria government are using their military police, the one they call military police, the army? You see the way they were treating that guy. Look at it. Look at it again.
Simmering and extreme poverty.
You see,
by the proliferation of weapons coming from throughout the region of West Africa, and by the environmental degradations. So those external pressure applied on top of those ecosystems, eco-political systems of violence are ready to conflagrate, to explode in a way which I don't think we have yet completely understood. So my preliminary finding today was really to issue this warning both to the government and to the international community. There is in Nigeria a pressure cooker that, if it is unchecked, could have ripple effect throughout the regions. And now is the time to...
You see her terminology. She said that it is a pressure cooker kind of pressure placed on people, innocent civilians, that if it is not checked, it could escalate. But they don't know that it has gone past all this. You know, Igbo, the way they make their report, they pamper even the words they use. But the pressure cooker, she called it, is very, very indicative of what This government, the way they handle human beings, they have no regards for human lives. There's nothing like human rights in Shetima's government, because he is the president. Tinubu is just there for a while. Fulani remains the government that rules that region. Since 1960, it has been Fulanese. Since 1960. Yes, my sister Stella said, good for Musa, no be by force to stay in Nigeria. Exactly. Something that was done amicably, they said, oh, we are going to try it for 100 years. Since the time they got their independence, barely 3 years, 1963, they started buying people in Kwara State. That's how they captured Kwara State today. The whole of Kwara State is an Islamic state. And they faced it on the people of Plateau, heading down to our area. But people of Plateau waged war against them. I have talked about that in the past. Let's continue to listen to this lady.
Prioritize the rule of law and accountability for the people of Nigeria.
Agnes, you used the word crisis and said in your press conference that, you don't want the government to pretend this is not a crisis. But how do they view the situation that you bring up in your report?
Yes.
Well, you will have to ask them. I don't think I have made any sharp or stark revelations to the government. Whether or not authorities are willing to admit the extent of the problem is a different matter. But in all my meetings with officials, in the majority of my meetings with officials, there is an acknowledgement of the scale and the extent of the problems. That gives me some hope that the authorities, with the necessary leadership and political will be able to begin a roadmap towards addressing the lack of accountability, towards ensuring that killings, particularly by the police, but not only, that all the killings are investigated, that the systemic factors such as the lack of resources of the police, the lack of training, that all those resources.
Look at what she's saying, lack of resources for training. Do you know what that means? She doesn't really, she's being very economical with the truth here. The truth is that the Fulanese will go to Sahel and bring their terrorist group, who are mainly illiterates, cattle rearers. They will give them gun. So you can imagine, how could a man like that buy one gun that is sold for maybe $700 or $800? Then before you buy the live ammunition, which we call bullets. Now, they don't have one, they don't have two. They bring like thousands of them. Sometimes you hear that 800 Boko Haram have repented. And the very same man, Onyisi Zulezu, will go and take a man you call repented Boko Haram, put them there, no proper training. All they know and all they came for is to kill human beings. That's all they know about. They don't know anything. They didn't go to school. So if you are telling them about human rights or good way of treating people or nice way of investigating cases, they don't have time for that. They don't have time for that. That's what she is saying here, that there is no proper training resources. How can Nigeria government, who have been stealing our oil and gas, not have money for resources to train their soldiers? A trained soldier will go for a course for 3 years or 2 years at least. They will learn everything, study, pass the exams before you become a proper soldier ready to defend your nation. But these ones, they will just put them there to camouflage and deceive the UN. But the UN, they know what they are doing. Because those people, UN, they came from countries and formed UN, United Nations. They know that these terrorists, they just come in, wear military uniform, and license, because that uniform, military uniform, is like license to kill. And they will just take up arms and head to Southeast, because Southeast remains their focal target. It remains their attention. Yes, my sister Stella said that Nigeria government knows what they are doing. Those repented Boko Haram, according to the zoo, are there to fight Biafra nation. Yes, why are they fighting Biafra nation? They are fighting Biafra nation because the Oyibo colonial whatever is benefiting from it. Recently, my people, there's a video flying about. I don't want to carry it because I did not see it from our PM's Twitter handle. Anything I didn't find from my PM's Twitter handle, I don't talk about it, because our PM will see any news, he will investigate it, know the root cause of it before he will lodge it on his platform. So anything I don't get on a PM's platform, I don't broadcast on it. Now there's a news flying that because Putin has put off the gas and oil supply to the Europe, that they are now completing a process of taking oil from Owerri. Gas in Owerri is the finest gas in the whole world, that they are completing the pipeline the same way that Putin put off his own, is the same way Biafra will put it off. Let them go ahead and build it. That's the same way we will put it off when Biafra comes, because we don't owe them anything. If they want it to continue carrying on, then they will tell us what we will get in return for it. I told the person that sent it to me, don't bother yourself, because she said that she's very worried. I told her, don't worry yourself. Let them build whatever they want to build. Since Putin put off his own, the same way we will put off our own. Let us focus on getting Biafra. So let's listen to this woman. Yes, my sister Stella said they send them straight to Biafra land to buy us. Exactly, because that is what they came for, from Sahel. You know that now people from TV, Benue, Plateau, they no longer will work for them. You know, during the war, all those huge soldiers you see are from TV and from Plateau State and Benue. They will no longer fight for Nigeria government. That's why they are now crossing borders to go and recruit their terrorist groups. You know? So the world knows what is going on in Nigeria. That's why this woman said that she's a UN special reporter. She went to Nigeria. They are watching them. Look at how many votes they got from UN. Only 3 votes. When Ghana and Botswana are getting 200 votes, Nigeria got three votes. What does it say? The world have already denied Nigeria association. That's what it means. Nigeria is a failed state.
Issues are addressed. Let me remind you that Nigeria is a middle-income country. So I have approached the questions of arbitrary killings within that context, and what I have found is not in keeping with what I would expect from a middle-income country.
So, Agnes Callamard, is what you're saying that there are resources that can be put to work in solving some of these problems, but the right priorities are perhaps not being made?
Yes, I believe that at the moment, the rule of law and accountability have not been sufficiently prioritized. I can take for proof the fact that in 2006, one of my predecessors went on a mission, and when I compare what he has found with what I have found, there are so little differences between the two reports. It is shocking. They are 15 years apart. So now is the time to prioritize the rule of law and accountability. There is a securitization strategy to...
You know, she's talking about prioritizing issues and respect for human rights, not the people that believe in Sharia. They don't know what they are saying, but they know, you know, Igbo person, they know these people can never prioritize that, because when these Oyibo come, they will pamper them, treat them well, so that they will think that everything is honky-dory. But the moment they go, they will kick off. They will kick off with the military, police, and the army violence. Yes. Look at what is written there. This Agnes Callamard, the UN reporter, it says there, police violence claiming thousands of lives in Nigeria. Police, the same with police, the same with army. That's what they did in 1963. Colonel Mobosi said it in his book. Though I haven't read the book, but I have listened to him talk about the book. He said that anyone who wants to know what went on should go to his book, you know. But what he said during his interview was that Sadwana of Sokoto and Tafawa Balewa in 1963, barely 3 years after Nigeria was made an independent state, Tafawa Balewa and Ahmadu Bello, to achieve their Usman Danfodio legacies, they kept pushing, buying people in every state, in Benue, in Plateau, in Yoruba land. Where are they heading to? They want to get to Biafra land because we are at the middle. You remember when Buhari called us the dot, because they said we are at the center. My people, Chukwu fụla n'anya. Ife dị n'etiti amakakwanu. You will think that we are landlocked. No, we are not. But we are protected by God. Anyị nọ n'etiti. For them to get to us, ọ na-afịafarụ, and it is only God. Yes, that's why Pastor Jerry Eze said that what God cannot do does not exist. Yes, our God is Omecha Hancha Fucha Hancha Okucha Hancha. There is no how these people will get at us. We are defending ourselves. They are doing everything within their reach, using their military, their tank, their Tucano jet or whatever, helicopter. But we are still there. We are not in IDP camp. And our PM vowed that these people can never send us to IDP camp. Let's listen to this woman's lengthy report.
Address many problems, but security...
Because my people, let me tell you people the truth. You see this type of report, that is what will help Biafra to get that certificate of recognition from the UN, coupled with the number of people that have voted for our self-referendum. That's all. Because it is in the hands of UN to give any nation But since they are going to recognize Palestine, what's the name? Burundi is only 12 million, but they are giving certificate as a nation. So you can imagine where 50 million and above have voted. Recently, the number of votes in Lagos of Biafrans is fantastic, very mind-blowing. So we are going to get our nation very, very soon. I thank God that I am in this. Every day I can't thank my God less, because it's a great history to be made. A great history.
Without is not a solution for the long term. I'm not even sure it's a solution for the short term. It's just a containment policy. A containment in 2019, when the country is confronting the global processes I have identified of population explosion, increased poverty, environmental degradation, that containment policy is not going to work. It's not going to work. So it is time, more than time. Too much time has been wasted.
You see how she worded it? Pressure cooker of violence. This will help Biafrans. It will help Biafrans with the UN.
It is time to prioritize the rule of law and accountability for the people of Nigeria, particularly for the 49 millions that are living in extreme poverty.
Did you find that there was any positive change?
Yes. Yes, I have found a few positive changes. Now, for instance, in the Northeast, you were mentioning the Boko Haram. In 2015, 2016, that region was at the center of many concerns for human rights violations by Boko Haram, of course, but also by the security agencies. There was a vast number of allegations of arbitrary killing, disproportionate, indiscriminate bombing, disappearances, deaths in custody, massive deaths in custody, in fact. Now, those problems have not been investigated, and there is still not any accountability for those past violations. Progress resides in the fact that allegations over the last 2 years, 2018 and 2019, have decreased. So, for instance, allegations of arbitrary deprivation of life, there are far less of them than there were 3 years ago. That I take as a positive sign. Now, I would like these positive signs. To those positive signs, I would like to see steps taken to ensure accountability for past crimes. I would particularly like the many disappearances that have been brought to my attention by the children, the wives, the daughters and son of many disappeared men. I would like for those disappearances to be addressed as a matter of urgency, because the torture it is creating for the people left behind cannot be underestimated.
Agnes Calama there joining us, UN Special Rapporteur. Thank you very much for joining us. UN Special Rapporteur.
So my people, you have heard what that lady Agnes Calamard said. She is a UN reporter. These people, they have all these records, even worse records that they wouldn't want to show, which I am glad about, because if they show it, I wouldn't bring it to this studio, because YouTube and Facebook, they ban such goring pictures and images. That is not allowed. You know, my people, we are lucky that we can use this medium of internet to talk to people about what is going on. You people know that Soludo actually, you know, Soludo actually said that he wants to stop sit at home. Yeah, Soludo wants to stop sit at home in Biafra land. According to the news, Soludo is looking for another position. These are the people who came from Ojukwu's platform. Ojukwu is the man that fought for this Biafra war. He used his influence to support Peter Obi. And our people do vote them because of Ojukwu. You know, in life, there are two things that happens. When you are a known person and a good person in the society, the community where you come from, they will love you for being the kind of person you are. And they will call you a name. Now, the second thing that happens is that if you are that good man and you send somebody an errand, because of your name, because of your presence, whatever or whoever you send will be respected. So because of who Ojukwu is to the Biafrans, the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somebody for us today, anybody that comes from Apga, Biafrans vote for the person. But when Peter Obi came, he disappointed. And one man that I have shown here, maybe sometimes last year, the man said that why Obi will never win any election was that Obi vowed with his family and swore to our supreme leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu, that he will never leave Apga. That if he leaves Apga, that he use his family to make that oath. That's why he will never win election. That's what that man said. I didn't say it. Now, Soludo came. Before Soludo became the governor, Soludo will be talking about Biafra, talking about Ojukwu. But the moment Soludo went to swear to the Sokoto Caliphate to become the governor, Soludo changed. Now Soludo wants to go back for a second term. And to stop what Biafrans are doing, you know, is all their top priorities. So he said that this Monday, today, that anyone who will open their shops, that person shop will be closed. Listen to what this man said.
Monday Soludo. Last year, Naga kushi shop ya. If I know who over na father, but Faburu Quatra like he. Faburu Tra like he. Maka and what he can find what he can purchase of bright key Fabu. I know you see, I am Mecca, ever try a gun and I chop.
Have you heard it? They tax them and they pay for a shop. That's why all these governors, and who do they give this money? If you see the shop, I will show you the shops now. But let him continue. That's why they are crying for sit at home. But our PM told them that he will make the kidnap of Onyendu worst for them. And he did it. So, isi na-egwada toge buluzo putilo on Monday.
If I know what we have sit at home, a guy in the fune. I have every morning. What do I task? I'll bring my sit at home. I can go to my camp, but I get it in the land and the car. All the record. Mana aga bamba go n'isi mana ịmapụta n'ike si anyị na n'ọya akpọchi shop anyị na anyị apụtara ọmụmụ otu agaghị esokwa na ebe esi na-eri ife gaba ya kwanụ
Yes, my people. You know, our people, they are not giving up. They are not giving up at all. Because all these enablers, idwakanonu womba. Idwakanonu, etu akoga bialo fancha one by one. One by one. So my people, you have all heard everything that was said. Our PM was also in Birmingham. I think it was on Saturday evening or afternoon. And he had some advice that he gave us. I call it advice because ndị okenye anyị adaghọta ife a na-ekwu. Let's listen a bit to what he said in Birmingham.
To make sure that they give a meaningful future and secure future for the children and unborn generations. So the UK family, you are all doing well. I am really proud of you all, and I'm very, very happy with the crowd I am seeing here today. Gives me energy to even do more exploit in the coming weeks. The promise I'm promising you is that we are going to shake the world. Biafra will shake the world in 2 weeks' time. Go and mark my word. You know, there are some things that moves me. This crowd I have seen today in the United Kingdom have moved me mightily. And I will make you proud in the coming weeks. Even before we go to the Finland Convention, Biafra will be breaking ground. And I want you to understand that there are many things going on behind the scene for the recognition of Biafra as an independent state. We are fighting this war, which, by the special grace of God, has come to favor us. Because nobody in his right or her right thinking today will look at what Nigeria is doing and what is going on in Nigeria and give a supporting hand to them. So everything that's happening today is for the best interest of Biafra, for the best interest of anybody that have any ties, any business ties with Nigeria. As you can see, we are having this gathering today and our people are gathered in the church. Why other people are killing Christians in Nigeria, Biafra government are using church to show the kind of people we are. And this is something that they are struggling to take away from us. The peace, the love for one another, the value for life, the dignity that we have from our own heritage and our history.
Yes, this very particular point that our PM made, that's what they have used against us for so many years, the peace and unity. They will tell you, oh, Igbo man is this, Igbo man is that, because they know that these Igbo people are the ones bold enough to challenge them. One na eziokwu, kemgbe Nigeria ji wee dị, Oduduwans has never gone to war with Nigeria. Benuans have never gone to war with Nigeria. Plateau people never went to war with Nigeria. Hausa people never fought Nigeria Fulani because Nigeria belongs to Fulani. That name is for Fulanis. They own it. It is their name. Onye biala bia ka onye nwuno or Fulani. We are the ones who were bold enough to find them. So my people, they are always scared of that name, Biafra. That's why whenever they hear of Biafra, even some of our brothers will say, that Biafra thing, I'm not interested in it, because they believe that another war is coming. But the one happening now, God is not a child. God wants it, that rain that fell on the Biafra roof alone will now fall on every roof There is no state in that country you will go to that haven't witnessed Fulanis buying their people, sleeping with their women by force, doing all sorts of degrading treatment to them. Because these people, they live in the bush. They don't go to school. They don't know what is called human. They can't even spell the word human, let alone spelling right. They don't see their nama, their cows have better right than any human being. So my people, when our PM mentioned this unity and peace, they don't want you to have peace, because their orientation is fight, buy people, buy your enemy in their bushes so that they don't go to farm and they will remain hungry and cannot fight you back. Because if I'm hungry now, my people, I can hardly do anything. It's only when you eat. That's why the Englishman said that a hungry man is an angry man. And that word is for real. That's the tactics the Fulanis use to bring disunity. But now they have seen that nobody knows why God sent them to go and start buying people of Okwama. Do you think that Okwama 2 times? Do you think that they would like to remain in Nigeria? No way. Biafra has come. It's only a matter of days, weeks, months now. Njinjie. Onye nwe ife welukwa ofu aka welifie. If they like, let them build pipe from here, Sokoto to Jericho. Oge Lurana, we will block it. Okay. So this unity is what they have been using to defeat us, but now they cannot defeat us again.
Doing everything to take this particular peace, joy from us. And we are going to have that duty to protect it and fight for the protection of this particular opportunity God gave us. And the blessing that God gave us in our land. God did not make mistake in making sure that Biafra has everything it needs to become one of the power. Believe me, I said one of the power of this world. Because the opportunity will be given whenever Biafra become an independent state. Everybody will attain to its potential, will aspire to become whatever you want to be in life without any hindrances. You will compete among nations. You will aspire to become whatever you want to become, and the government of Biafra will support you. And only that will make this world a better place, where you have more people, especially from Africa, to also be on that particular stage with the West.
To Jerusalem.
The beginning of the civilization
Thank
in Africa,
you.
even though in the ages they claim that Africa have had civilization. We have had civilization, but there is no proof to it. Today, everything has disappeared because of the bad leadership, because of the Islamic fundamentalism, because of those who never cared about the development and the future of their own children and citizens. Rather, they are more interested in conquest. They are more interested in jihadist movement. They are more interested in recruiting repentant, so-called repentant Boko Haram and terrorists into their military and police.
Yes, our PM just mentioned another striking point. They are interested in conquest. You know, these people, they think they are very smart. Mananka, fejesigeji ụfọdụ fụna. Gaba drọkwa alfa mma, naba drọ alfa mma. Maka na anyị nọfa iru n'azụ now. You know, in the other side of these of Biafra nation, they have Asari Dokubode, a Muslim. Then on the right-hand side, Anioma State, Asaba, they have Senator Ned Nwoko. There's a picture of him. I will bring it up next time when I come on. You will see where Ned Nwoko was standing in the middle of those wearing that their sheikh and caliphate attire. That's how they use them. Ned Nwoko is trying to carve out another state. Who is it to create state in Biafra land? These are the people, when we are saying we want Biafra, they will be saying, no, we are one Nigeria. That's the plan. But it will not work. PM has warned him. That's what they do. But they think they are smart. Femi to go their match. I call our PM, Obatosu. He is the antidote of Nigeria. Yes, our PM knows them very well.
To continue to further their subjugation and conquest of the land. Biafra has come to end it. It is going to be like child play. It is going to be like a joke. But this joke, we are going to make to become a reality. The joke that we started since 2022, when we were dancing on social media, is no longer that joke.
Yes.
See, the joke and the small nuisance they call us on social media in 2022, here, after 2 years, is no longer 2022 nuisance on social media. This particular nuisance have germinated and metamorphosed to government in exile and have metamorphosed to liaison offices all over the world, including the United Kingdom, of which you are gathered today. I am very, very proud of UK, believe me. And this is where everything started. In the United Kingdom, and the presence of the Biafra liaison will also continue to go stronger and stronger in the United Kingdom. We are not making anybody our enemy. United Kingdom is not our enemy. The only thing is that they have seized the opportunity that God has given to us to excel, to also be like a hoop.
Yes, our PM was very correct. They are not our enemy. Let me tell you, my people, in politics, they will tell you that there is no permanent friend, no permanent enemy, but permanent interest. This time around, it is Biafra interest first. When Biafra comes, Nigeria will be so disappointed that the wise British man would want to come and negotiate with Biafrans and dump them. The way America dumped Afghanistan, who have refused to live a clean life. So, my people, this is it. Our PM has said it. So who am I to say the contrary? No. Onye kwu egwu na-eso. Onye kwu igwu ka ewu na-eso. I beg your pardon. PM anyị onye akpụ igwu. Anyị nwabe ewu anyị ga na-esie. Ebe ọ kpọrọ anyị si anyị esoli ejebe ebe afọ. We have nothing against the British man. Interest fakafa na-achọ. And wherever they get it, they will pitch their net there.
Can't be like them. And if you'll be, I can see you. Good to see you in that hall. Thank you all. May God bless all of you. I love you all.
Yes, my people. Ndewo. Yes, my sister Diane said that Ned Nwoko need to be teach a lesson. But no, now PM has said it. This one came this morning. PM has just warned him because he will think that, in fact, PM has just resigned from his active politics in Finland. And he said that in the 2 weeks coming, that things will start happening. All those enablers, PM has earmarked them. So this warning he gave Ned Nwoko this morning, because my sister Diane, you noted it. Why they always bring these Muslims here and there. What's his name? Asari Dokubo is Muslim in Igbocha, the other downside of Biafra land. Then on this other side, they have Ned Nwoko as a Muslim in the heart of Igbo land. You can imagine. So they are now using Ned to go and create a state that whenever the rest of Biafrans are saying we want Biafra, those ones will be saying no, we want Nigeria. But Asaba people will be stupid if they listen to him, because these people massacred them in 1967. Is it 1969? Almost immediately after the war. They brought them together, gathered them, and said to them that Biafra has that the war has ended. They all came in their mass and they killed all of them, more than 700 people. So who is Ned Nwoko to come and start destabilizing what we have been planning for ages? So my people, this is what we are seeing there. Today, the sit at home was fantastic, and Soludo he cannot do anything. All those enablers, Biafra is warning them, Biafra government in exile, warning all of them to go and sit down and let us be, but they are not hearing word. PM has warned Ned Nwoko that if he does not mind himself, that ọ ga-emitikwa Waterloo ya n'oge na-adịrị anya, you know. So my wonderful Biafrans, we have had a very good evening today. This is all I have. My people, si na onye kwusi eziokwu dị ya n'ọnụ sebazie asị. Achọrọ m ikwusi eziokwu niile dị m n'ọnụ. I will come back again tomorrow and talk to you, my people. But for today, this is all we have. And I thank you all for joining. I thank you, Diane. I thank you, Stella. I thank you, Julie. I thank the great Peter and all of you that joined me. May God continue to bless you. Kachifo Ezinuno Dalo. Ndewonu. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, and equity. I love you all and have a very good